Hi, I am Divine Design Tarot. Welcome to another reading. Today the topic will be all about your Capricorn season. So I wanted to keep this reading pretty open. I am working with the spirit of Capricorn today, which I'm really excited about, but I left it pretty open, so we're going to be receiving any messages having to do with major events or major life lessons that will come up during Capricorn season, or any other messages that the spirit of Capricorn would like to share with you. So without further ado, I'm going to name off the groups. This is group number 1, group number 2, and group number 3. So I would just take a few deep breaths, maybe think about or meditate about your Capricorn season, and then pick your group. Okay, I'm going to get started now, and I will meet you at your reading. Hi, group number 1. Welcome to your reading for Capricorn season. So I want to mention a few things before I get started into reading the cards. When I was shuffling the cards, I received a few channeled messages from the spirit of Capricorn. I received libertad, which means liberty in English, and then I also heard it's all happening for a reason. So I actually looked up the definition of liberty just because I felt like there was more information to go off of. So liberty means the state of being free from oppressive restrictions imposed by authority on one's way of life, behavior, or beliefs. And I feel like this is a very important concept, but I think we're going to get deeper into that concept of liberty when I look into the cards. The energy of this group is also telling me that you already had a rough start to Capricorn season, or you will be having a rough start. So with the message of it's all happening for a reason, the spirit of Capricorn is coming through to ease some worries for you. Okay, so let's see what cards you have. You have the Ace of Cups, the Monarch or Emperor in reverse, the Page of Swords, the Four of Cups, and we have an oracle card here called Message in a Bottle. I'm going to start over here with this Ace of Cups. With this card, your Capricorn season will be marked by an emotional transformation, an emotional new beginning. This message is indicated by first the number 1, which talks about new beginnings. But since the suit of this card is in cups, this rules over the emotions. So it's showing that in your emotional life, this is where the new beginning or change will be happening. The moth flying away from the cup is also a sign of transformation as well. So we get that extra confirmation that you're going to be going through an emotional metamorphosis. And I'm feeling that whatever rough start you had to Capricorn season has led you to this new beginning, this transformation. The traditional meaning of this card also talks about being emotionally open and expressing yourself with fluidity and ease. This lines up with that channel message from the beginning of liberty, feeling free. Now I'm going to get into the Monarch or Emperor card in reverse. I'm getting right away that this card indicates the authority that you're being freed from. Remember, from that definition of liberty. Keep in mind this could be a literal person, an institution, society in general. I could even see this card referring to something like a career or belief system that has some sort of authority over you. Oh, by the way, I want to point out that Fours may be a significant number for you. We have the 4 on the Emperor in reverse, and we also have 4 of Cups here. Oh, and I just remember that when I pulled this oracle card, I saw the number 414. So, you know, that might serve as confirmation for you, or I would just keep an eye out for those synchronicities having to do with the number 4, because that's your spirit team trying to talk to you. Okay, going back to the meaning of the Emperor in reverse. The Emperor in reverse can represent an authority figure that displays toxic masculine behavior, like being too controlling, being a bully, and abusing one's power. This card can also point to a foundation with cracks in it. This could be an unstable or unhelpful belief system. Since the Emperor in reverse faces the Ace of Cups, as you can see, the tiger is facing this way. I'm getting the message that you are being freed from this situation. Whatever authority is over you, you're going to be freed by that influence, and that's leading to this emotional transformation we have here. Interestingly enough, this card is also, as you can see, is facing the Page of Swords. So this card is establishing a connection with this and that card too. And with that connection, I'm getting that the Page of Swords will explain how you are going to be liberated from this Emperor in reverse. So let's move on to the Page of Swords. The first thing I want to point out of this card are the colors. We have a dark blue and purple. These colors relate to the throat and eye chakras. So right away, this tells me that your liberation will come from seeing and speaking the truth. There are diamonds on this bird person smock, and when I first looked at these diamonds, I actually thought it was the evil eye or all-seeing eye. So I'm going to take it as that, even though I think they are diamonds, but I'm going to take it as the evil eye. And the evil eye indicates protection. So whatever happens after speaking the truth, you will be protected. So do not be afraid. With the traditional interpretation of this card, you will have a moment in which you will have mental clarity and express yourself freely. Again, this could have already happened or will happen soon during Capricorn season. And with this card, the Spirit of Capricorn is inviting you to take on the attitude that you enjoy speaking the truth and expressing yourself with integrity. I feel like a large part of this is honoring your emotions and what they're trying to tell you about yourself, as well as what they are trying to tell you about your true needs and desires. And recognizing, validating, honoring those emotions as they come up, I think that perfectly ties into this emotional transformation that we saw in the Ace of Cups. Alright, moving on now to the Four of Cups. I feel that this card represents the conclusion of your Capricorn season. I am immediately being drawn to this seed in the middle of this flower. Now this is pulling me back to the Ace of Cups because I typically associate seeds with new beginnings. And that is exactly the message that we received in the Ace of Cups. So with this Four of Cups, I'm seeing that you watered the seed of an emotional transformation like we saw in the Ace of Cups. And it has manifested, or it is beginning to manifest by the ending of Capricorn season. The Four of Cups also talks about reevaluating your relationships and emotional ties. And since you've gone through, this emotional transformation, you will start to realize which relationships match this change and which relationships do not align with the emotional growth that you've experienced. So whatever relationships don't serve you anymore, they are going to be coming to an end. Whether this is a result of your own choices or not, it is going to be for your benefit. And by clearing away relationships that add clutter to your life, you're establishing a strong, stable foundation for lifelong social support. This card also talks about relaxing, taking a nap, or meditating. So if you're still not sure which relationships to let go of, the Spirit of Capricorn advises you to sleep or meditate on it, or have your mind in an open state when it's relaxed and you can receive. Okay, so now I'm going to move on to your Oracle card. When I first pulled this card, it actually fell out into a horizontal position right under the Four of Cups. It was like this, you can see. And I don't usually shuffle my Oracle cards in a way to have them be in different positions, so when it does fall out in a horizontal way, I take that as the Oracle card meaning that this is a foundation. So I'm taking this Oracle card as this is the foundation for the Four of Cups, since it was directly underneath the Four of Cups. With the messages from the Four of Cups, with the messages from the Four of Cups, this card can be a foundation for choosing which relationships to keep. This card talks of synchronicities, so you can use synchronicities to help you figure out who is really for you. For example, you could be thinking about ending a friendship with someone and immediately see 4:14 on the clock. That could serve as confirmation from your spirit team. And I'm being pulled to this telephone here. And I just heard the Spirit of Capricorn ask, "Are you listening?" So I would really pay attention to the signs and synchronicities that you receive during Capricorn season, because your spirit team are trying to help you out. They're trying to give you the answers that you've been seeking. Yeah, pay attention to anything that can be heard by your spirit team. That can be, okay, so pay attention to anything that can be heard, because your spirit team will be sending you many channel messages this Capricorn season. So, for example, you might hear some lyrics in a song, and that could be a channel message. You might hear someone talking, and that could be a channel message. Just pay attention to anything that you pick up with your auditory senses. Your auditory sense. Alright, and then I want to leave off the reading. I want to actually read the description of this card from the guidebook. So let me look into that really quick. So the essential meanings of this card is communication, a sign, a claydon, which is the ancient name for a spontaneous oracle delivered innocently by the speaker, pointing the way to your highest good. Alright, and then this is the oracle's message for this card. Spirit sends you signs when you ask for them. When you believe, you will receive them. And when you allow yourself to become fluent in the language of symbols, oracles, and omens. They may come to you as a bird flying by, a logo on a truck, and a song on the radio. Expect confirmation that you're pointed in the right direction. Keep your ears open, for someone might say just the right thing that will give you the answer to your query. Today your message is this: Spirit hears you and the reply is favorable. Alright, I think that pretty much sums it up. That gives confirmation to the messages I gave to you, paying attention to those signs and synchronicities. Well, honestly, I am looking forward to your Capricorn season. I'm seeing such a beautiful emotional metamorphosis that is leading you to maintain and establish relationships that are emotionally fulfilling for you, that are in line with this change that you're going through. So I am wishing you the best. I hope that you found these messages to be helpful, healing, empowering, and enlightening. Please leave a like or comment to let me know how the reading resonated with you. And I also offer personal readings at my website, divinedesigntarot.com. Anyway, I am wishing you the best. I hope you have a lovely day or night whenever you're watching this. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye. Hi, this is the reading for group number 2. So let me just read off the cards before we get started. We have the 5 of Swords in reverse, 2 of Cups in reverse, 5 of Cups in reverse, the Wayfarer, which is, oh wait, hold on a second. It is the Lovers, yeah. The Lovers in reverse, and then we have the Mystic, which is the Hierophant in reverse. And please don't get scared from all the reversals, because I'm actually going to take the cards in the upright position with the meanings associated with an upright position, because I'm seeing that they are all in reverse just to establish connections between the cards. So these two cards are facing into these two, showing that these ideas are connected. Also, this card is facing into the oracle card you have. So that's, again, establishing a connection between these two ideas. Oh, and I didn't name the oracle card that you have. You have Regeneration. Alright, so I'm going to get started with the 5 of Swords. Okay, with this card, I'm feeling that at the start of Capricorn season, there's going to be some kind of conflict between you and others. I'm seeing you represented by this bird. It's like you will be feeling trapped, limited, or constricted by the opinions, ideas, or beliefs of others. As you can see, we have that literal imagery here with the bird being trapped by the swords on this card. This card serves as a bit of a warning from the spirit of Capricorn. I'm being pulled to this crown here on the card. The spirit of Capricorn doesn't want you to forget that you are the ultimate authority. As you can see, the crown, you know, it belongs on this bird's head, but it has fallen off. And it's a result of, you know, them letting other people's beliefs, opinions, ideas overshadow their own. So the spirit of Capricorn wants this crown to stay on your head, metaphorically speaking, of course, for you to remember that you are your own ultimate authority. And you also have the power to think for yourself. Your own thoughts are of value and of worth. Yes, don't forget that. Okay, so the black color on the bird is reminding me of black crystals. When crystals are black, it means they absorb low vibrational ideas and energies. Since I feel like you're being represented by this bird, I think you're going to be absorbing, you know, these swords, the ideas, beliefs, opinions of others, and this might be unconscious. You might even be an empath. Yeah, I think you're an empath. So that means you easily absorb, you know, other people's thoughts and energies. So it would be a good idea to regularly release other people's thoughts and energies. Yeah, and cleanse your energetic space during this time. That's going to be very important. You can also protect your energy from other people's influences as a preventative measure, especially if you know you might be around others who are in conflict, because this card usually talks about conflict. So yeah, I would just be really careful during Capricorn season, to protect your energy, to release other people's energies and thoughts so that you can maintain kind of your own internal world, so to speak. So you don't have to be influenced by the opinions, thoughts, or beliefs of others. Okay, so I'm going to go to the Two of Cups now. It's interesting that we have the Two of Cups next to the Five of Cups, because typically these cards carry very different energies. I'm actually going to start with the Five of Cups. I feel called here first. Okay, so this card talks about some sort of deep grief, sadness, or stagnation. And this is the result of loss, of losing something. Now, this has already happened or will happen during Capricorn season. With the black circle surrounding the bird's head, I'm receiving that your mindset is really focused on what you've lost. But as you can see here, there are white calla lilies growing from these cups that seem to be empty. Keyword, they appear, they seem to be empty. Now, calla lilies can symbolize lust, jealousy, rebirth, resurrection, purity, and faithfulness. With the contrasting ideas of lust and jealousy paired with purity and faithfulness, this tells me that what you have lost was not what you originally thought it was. I'm hearing rejection as protection. The loss is opening up space in your life for something else that serves your highest good, that's in line with your higher self. And we have a white color here, which I typically associate with the higher self anyway. So with this card, the Spirit of Capricorn is here to tell you that this grief or sadness that you have been going through or will during Capricorn season can help you gain the perspective of being grateful for what you do have. Okay, now going back to the Two of Cups. This is a card of harmony. There is literally a white dove here, which symbolizes peace, harmony, and being in alignment with your higher self. Again, our message was repeated from here. This card signifies having equal balance in terms of giving and receiving time, energy, money, affection, etc. within your relationships. So this is an equal exchange between two people. The Five of Cups might have been a relationship that you have lost, but the Two of Cups here indicates that this loss is making room for an equal partnership. And then that idea is again repeated in the Lovers. We have the Lovers right here, and in this deck it is called the Wayfarer, but traditionally speaking, this is the Lover's card. First, I want to mention that this card is related to the Five of Cups. There's a connection between these two cards. The third eye. Oh, actually, let me bring this up closer. I don't think you could see it. Oh, okay, hopefully it focuses. I'm not sure, but there is, this figure has a third eye on their forehead. I am not sure if you could see that, but I tried. But anyway, the third eye on this figure is telling me that once you see the truth in this situation, depicted by the Five of Cups, you will attract your equal partner, like we saw in the Two of Cups. The two apples, there's two apples in this person's hand, and that can represent manifestation. I'm receiving that you have been manifesting this connection of the Two of Cups for quite some time, and it's finally coming into fruition. The law of attraction is really at work here. I'm feeling that you will have a lot of good fortune during Capricorn season, especially in regards to attracting this equal partner that we're seeing in the Two of Cups. This black snake is also catching my attention. There's a black snake coiled around this figure's arm. And as snakes shed their skin, you will be letting go of the pain that you felt from this Five of Cups situation. The last thing I want to point out with the Lover's card is that since it came out next to the Hierophant, this can be a strong indicator of long-term commitment or even marriage. So the equal partner you're attracting could be potentially your future spouse. I'm getting heavy romantic vibes. However, if this doesn't resonate with you, it could be that you form a long-lasting platonic or business-related partnership. So just keep that in mind too, if that marriage message wasn't resonating with you. Okay, so moving on to the Mystic, or in traditional tarot, the Hierophant. With this card, I'm feeling that you will be in an energy of attraction and abundance by the end of Capricorn season. I'm getting this message from the imagery of this card. Specifically, there are 3 shells. Here, let me bring up the card closer. Specifically, there are 3 shells on this figure's head, and the number 3 represents creation. Also, the orange flowers, and this person has orange hair as well. That is connecting back to the idea of creation as well, because the color orange is associated with the sacral chakra. Yeah, which is linked to our creativity, our procreative abilities. And then this water and the figure's tail coming out is representing the idea that you will be in the flow of manifestation, in the flow of the law of attraction. Also, I want to point out that there's 2 keys presented in a book. The keys in a book tell me that you have access to insight and knowledge. I'm feeling that you will gain a new sense of confidence and sensuality from gaining a new perspective of the situation that was depicted in the Five of Cups. Yeah, you'll really be feeling yourself and your ability to create, your ability to manifest. Ooh, I love that energy. Okay, lastly with this card, the number 5 also represents change. So I see that this new perspective that you were able to gain from this 5 of Cups situation has helped you grow and transform. Okay, so, before I move on to your Oracle card, I want to point out that there are 3 5s in this spread. We have 5 here with the Hierophant, 5 of Cups, and the 5 of Swords. So take this as confirmation if you see a lot of 5, you've been seeing a lot of 5s lately, or just keep an eye out for synchronicities with the number 5, because that is your spirit team trying to talk to you. Okay, so moving on to your Oracle card, we have regeneration. When I look at this card, the red cracks remind me of lava. If you can see, there's red cracks here. With that imagery, I'm receiving the message that through being burned, you're rising like a phoenix. The pain that you've experienced, from the situation we saw in the 5 of Cups, has led you to this moment of regeneration, rebirth, becoming anew. Okay, so I want to leave off by reading the description of this Oracle card in the guidebook. Okay, so the essential meanings of this card are rebirth, second chances, and new opportunities. That's again confirming that idea that whatever opportunity that you thought you lost, it was just making room for better opportunities. Okay. The oracle's message of this card is second chances are available to you now. Whatever opportunities you thought were dead are now revived in a more authentic, stronger form. Whatever you may have perceived as a failure or loss is now being replaced by something better and more powerful growing in its place. This rebirth is assured. Step into your new life. Destiny is being fulfilled in wondrous ways. Wow, that really says it all. But I want to read the relationship message too, because there was a lot of messages having to do with your relationships in this reading. Here it is. The world is based on connections and relationships. No matter what loss has occurred in the past or even now, death and endings are only illusions. There is life after death, love after loss. And in this moment, you are radiating the regenerative life force energy that makes you irresistible to love in all forms. Now is the time when you will see evidence of this new emergence. Can you feel it? Love is rising up to greet you. Oh, I love that. I'm just going to leave the reading with that message. That was beautiful. Okay, so I hope you found these messages to be helpful, healing, enlightening, and empowering. Please leave a like or comment to let me know how the reading resonated with you. I also offer personal readings through my website at divinedesigntarot.com. Anyway, I am wishing you a lovely day or night whenever you're watching this, and I hope to connect with you in the next reading. Bye! Hi, this reading is for all those who chose group number 3. So before I get into reading the cards, I'm just going to read off the names for you. We have the Hermit card in reverse, the 4 of Pentacles, the 6 of Cups in reverse, the Warrior of Swords, which in traditional tarot is the Page of Swords, and then we have this Oracle card called Imagine. Okay, I'm going to get started over here with the Hermit card in reverse. When this card is in the reverse position, it indicates that you have been in a period of isolation and self-reflection for a while. The spirit of Capricorn is telling you through this card that it is time to return to civilization, to be social again. You are ready. You have gained all that you can from being alone. It is time to share your intelligent insights with others. I feel like asking you, what are you hiding from? With this card, I get the vibe that you're purposefully hiding your higher perspective and power. These ideas are being conveyed by the red cloak, which is literally hiding someone. You can't even see their face, their body. And then we also have the chandelier of candles over their head, which to me is representing a higher perspective. As I look at these crows, I'm wondering if you're afraid of how others will react to your reappearance. Doing the scary thing of being social again will clear away any doubts or insecurities you may have from sharing your knowledge and your new self-expression. The spirit of Capricorn wants to tell you, you can trust yourself. You are ready. Okay, I think that's all I can get from this card. So moving on to the Four of Pentacles. The theme of this card is perfectly aligned with Capricorn season. And this card is actually ruled by Capricorn, funny enough. But let's get into the theme. So this Capricorn season is going to highlight habits, beliefs, and relationships that you have to and about your resources that do not serve you anymore. For example, this card talks about having a lack mindset, believing that one has limited resources when it comes to money, energy, emotions, etc. You may also have the tendency to hoard things out of fear that they will be lost. With this card, I'm seeing that certain events may happen that trigger this mindset during Capricorn season. Or it is possible that these thoughts and feelings related to a lack mindset naturally arise to give you the opportunity to learn from them. But since this lack mindset is being brought to your attention through this tarot reading, it may not be necessary for events related to this to pop up in your life. Okay, moving on to the Six of Cups. These cards are definitely related. But let me start by saying the Six of Cups is ruled by Scorpio. So right away, this tells me that the lack mindset that's being depicted in the Four of Pentacles it stems from something from your past that is subconsciously hidden. With the meaning of the Six of Cups in reverse, I'm getting that you consciously focused on good moments of your past and unconsciously pushed down the bad memories. And I'm talking about memories specifically related to this lack mindset of the Four of Pentacles. Yeah, this pushing down of those bad past memories is causing this lack mindset. So we want to clear this away. We want to clear it away so it doesn't get in the way of what you're intending to manifest. Because right now, it's been a hindrance to you. It's been, I don't want to say blocking your manifestations, but they're not coming to you as smoothly as they could be. So with this card, the Spirit of Capricorn wants you to adopt an abundance mindset instead of a lack mindset. But first, your past needs attention and healing. I'm hearing that the events of your past involve scarcity. So this could be a time in your life when you didn't have financial or physical security, or when you felt like love was absent from your life. It is time to acknowledge these memories related to scarcity that you push down into your subconscious. It's time to revisit them. Yeah, the Spirit of Capricorn advises revisiting your past and learning that by holding on to what has passed, it's been a hindrance to you. It's been causing this lack mindset. Okay, so let me move on to the Warrior of Swords or the Page of Swords, which is going to explain how to work from here. After revisiting these memories, what to do from that point. So by the end of Capricorn season, I'm seeing you as this warrior or page of swords. You will be actively challenging the lack mindset and progressing in this process with speed and determination. I'm being called to this antelope here. Antelopes represent a pure heart and fleetness of foot. So when negative thoughts of lack arise, practice self-compassion and replace them quickly. This card also traditionally signifies positive thinking. So whenever you come across negative thoughts of a lack mindset, you'll want to replace them with positive ones. For example, if you thought to yourself, I don't have enough energy, you could replace this with, I have infinite energy. But if you're not in the space to say such a, dramatic statement, then you could instead say to yourself that you believe in the possibility of having more energy. You could start with that. Yeah, if it's hard to feel connected to the positive thoughts at first, I would just pick a starting point and then go from there. Over time, the positive thinking will become much easier to execute and will eventually arise naturally. Okay, moving on to your oracle card, we have Imagine, and it's actually in the reverse position. Now, I don't usually shuffle my oracle cards in a way that typically typically fall out in the reverse position. So when they do, I keep it in this position, and I just take it as meaning the opposite of what the description is in the guidebook. So, first I want to point out too that these cards are connected. We have this card directly facing into this one. So these have related concepts or ideas. Now through this card, the Spirit of Capricorn is giving you a bit of a warning. They want you to know that what you imagine will become your belief. And soon these things will come to pass in the outer world as well. So be careful about visualizing or imagining what your life would be with a lack mindset. So whenever thoughts of lack come up, instead of feeding these by imagining what you don't want to happen, what you're afraid of happening, you want to put your attention on what you do want. So start imagining and visualizing what you do want. And these times would be the perfect opportunity to practice what we talked about in the Warrior or Page of Swords. Okay, so I believe that's all the messages that I have for you today. I hope you found these to be helpful, healing, empowering, and enlightening. If you feel called to do so, please leave a like or comment to let me know how the reading resonated with you. I also offer personal readings at my website, divinedesigntarot.com. Anyway, I hope you have a lovely day or night whenever you're watching this, and I hope to connect with you in the next one. Bye!